What is up, boys and girls, and welcome back. Everybody, like always, with another Evolve episode for you guys. This time, we go back to my brother from another mother. Not really. Crow, who's obviously the new trapper, and yeah. This is gonna be my review of Crow. I have played a couple of games with him. Not as much as Sunny. Sunny, I played quite a bit of games with, but Crow, I got a good like 5 hunts under my belt, and and against different monsters, which I think is very important. I have played him against Behemoth, against Goliath, against Kraken, and what I think is that he's good. I actually do enjoy Crow quite a bit. Right here I'm getting that perk that'll help me, hopefully. But yeah, I kind of found him overwhelming. I didn't know when to stun, when to shoot, when to charge, when to not. And I think that just kind of diluted, or I think that itself wasn't helping me personally. I think I was overthinking it too much, basically, is what I'm trying to say here. But yeah, I mean, Gobi, his kind of boomerang UAV is so good. I mean, you can see there, the monster is over there. He's so good. I mean, one thing I was testing out. Oh man, I'm gonna take mega damage here. Don't get hit. Don't get hit. Don't get hit. Hey, Goliath, pull out the dome. Trying to get the sneak pounce on me. And I'm getting focused. There you go. Stunned for a little bit, and I need to get out of there. Come on, get out of there. Get out of there. There you go. But like I was saying before, Crow is really good. I think the thing is, you should really play it by feel. You know, if you feel comfortable, charging up your shots, go ahead and do that. If you don't, if you feel like he's moving around too much and you need that kind of burst fire, go ahead and do that. He's very versatile in that aspect. But like I was saying, Gobi is so good. And you know, it's really weird. Because like I was talking to someone, it's like, oh, what's the cooldown on Gobi? And I was like, well, Gobi doesn't really have a cooldown. Like, if you have a really good line of sight and you send Gobi out that way, and if he travels farther, then obviously he's gonna take longer to come back, which is kind of like your cooldown. If you send him to a short distance, or maybe he runs into a wall or something, then he comes back really quickly. So it really depends on how far you're sending him. And I think that's really awesome. I think that's really awesome. And I think his tracking skills are probably a notch above a lot of hunters. Now, his pulse rifle does so much damage when you're just burst shotting. I have not been able to use his charge shot effectively, the one that just forgets about the armor and goes straight for health damage. I'm sure, like, if you get good at it, you could really do some really good stuff with it. But for me, I think, you know, Pulse is the way to go, at least for, you know, in my experience. And then the Stun Gun, it is worth, the Stun Gun is the item that I think is worth trying to hit him with a charge shot, just because the charge shot is way better than the burst fire that he gives you. So, you know, if you're thinking, hey, you know, why don't you like the charge shot? You know what? I don't think it's as convenient as the burst. You have to be really accurate with it. You know, it takes longer while, you know, I think as a group collectively, it's better for you to do more damage, you know, per second, which is what the pulse rifle is best at. I mean, when you shoot and burst, it does more damage per second, which means it does more damage than obviously the charge shot. So I think collectively as a group of hunters, it is better for you to wear down the armor of the monster with everyone else, so that everyone else can participate and do damage to the monster's HP instead of just going directly for the monster's HP. That's just my thoughts on it. Make sure to, you know, if you have a different opinion, that's fine. I mean, we're all people here and we all have different preferences and such things, but make sure to leave your comments down below and tell me what you think about him. Like I said, I like him. Where I would rank him now that I've played a few games with him, I think I would place him right behind Maggie, or he might even give Maggie a good run for money. Maggie is my favorite my favorite trapper, because she does have Daisy, because of the harpoon traps, because I just like her. I mean, she's a really cool character. But Crow, once you have the monster in sight, it's really hard for them to lose you, especially if you're sending out Golby periodically and as quickly as you can. You can see there, we have the monster tagged already again, and you can kind of more or less guess where he's heading to. So that's really cool in my opinion. You know, not a lot of, I guess the other hunters are kind of gimmicky in that sense. You know, Maggie, Daisy leads you directly to the monster. Golby leads you directly to the monster if it finds it. And then you have Abe, who can only track the monster with a tracking dart, but for that to happen, you have to find them first, which might be the hardest part about everything. And then Griffin, he with his sound spikes is really limited. I mean, the monster, they kind of buffed it because now if the monster is within 15 meters of the sound spike, and if it's stealthing around, it will still activate the sound spike. But you know, if the monster's keeping his distance from the sound spikes, and if he's creeping around, the sound spikes don't really do anything for you. So you know, I think Maggie and Crow really do have an advantage when it comes to Trapper, and I really enjoyed playing Crow. It's not, I don't know, Crow might be more enjoyable to play than Maggie, but effective wise, I think Maggie might be a little bit better, because Daisy does lead you directly to the monster, while Golby, you do have to kind of find the monster. And Daisy also acts as a 5th party member, so that's really cool. I have won matches where Daisy's the only one live, and you know, all the 4 hunters drop down for a second shot at things. So you know, that comes into play, and like I said, I just think Maggie is really good, really good. So yeah, I think Crow is really balanced. Actually, I don't see him. I think his rifle, his kinetic rifle, is doing the amount of damage it should be. I don't think his charge shot to go directly at the HP of the monster is OP by any stretch of the imagination. And there's a good balance between his charge shot stasis and then his burst stasis. So, like I said, I think he's really balanced, and he's a great hunter to add to your collection. So that's my final thoughts. You know, he definitely rivals Maggie. But I think Maggie's still a step ahead just because of Daisy. But yeah, he's great. I like him. And I feel like I said that like 20 times. But anyways, I get my second dome on the monster, and he's still stage 1. You can see how Crow really brings the pain on the monster. I mean, Golby is so good at keeping track of the monster. He's so good at keeping track of the monster, and you know, like I said, once you do find the monster, it's really easy for you to keep on him. And like I said, yeah, like Abe, you know, once you find the monster, you can also keep a really good tab on him. But unlike Abe, you know, Golby is a long range tracker. When dart gun, you have to have a dart implanted into the monster. So once the dart runs out, if you're not nearby the monster, then you know, it does no good, and the monster could sneak around you. He could do these other things. So Golby's great, and I like his name, Golby. Anyways, we are starting to deal damage to the monster's HP. You can see here I'm trying really hard to get that charge shot on him, because it does slow him down significantly, at least enough where it does make a really big difference. And you can see here I'm using Golby right as soon as the dome drops to kind of see where the monster is heading. He's heading to the left, and like I said, that's what makes Golby so good. And, you know, he doesn't have a long recharge. He's, you know, just use him as much as you can. You can see Golby is going really far there because I had a really long line of sight there. And will this Goliath actually make it to stage 2? I actually don't remember this match as well as I probably should. But like I said, we're giving the monster a really hard time when it comes to evolving, which is all that counts. Now, I tend to point Golby a little bit more upward to give him, to make sure he doesn't run into any like rocks down below. So I'm not sure if that's a good tip, if it even matters. Maybe he doesn't run into like walls like that. Maybe he just goes in the general direction that you're pointing at. I have no idea, but if you do know, leave that down in the comments below. And like I said, leave your thoughts on Crow. Tell me what you like about him, where he fails and where he doesn't. I'm put the dome down. We got the monster here, gains a few headshots in. He's trying to run, and right here I charged up that shot, but like I said, he has no armor, so there's really no point in doing that. You should really try doing that pulse thing, like I said. And I'm gonna fall down. No, I got in a really awkward position there. I do not want to be down here with whatever else is down here. And you can see I'm kind of like sideways climbing, and I fall all the way back down. That mammoth, or that, what is it called? I forgot what it's called. That thing like was like right on top of me, and I was like, I don't really want to get hit by it. So I was just kind of waiting. Look at him. He's like, he seriously fell off the ledge there. Really weird. really weird. But right here, it's a good arena. I think the open space definitely makes it hard for Goliath to kind of trap us in the area, and allows us to maneuver more, and it's hard for him to really focus on us. You can see that he's really trying to just run away, and there he goes. Oh, I missed. You can see that he was really just trying to mitigate the damage. He's gonna try staging up to stage 3, but we're gonna make it hard on him at the very least. We did do a lot of HP damage, so it's gonna be really hard to recover for him if he does recover. And you can see right there with the jetpack accelerator, that's one thing. I did have Sunny on my team, but the Sunny on my team didn't really use jetpack accelerator that much for me to help me track the monster more quickly. So so if you have a really good Sunny, not saying that this person played terribly bad, I'm just saying that you know, he could have been a little bit more generous with the jetpack accelerator. And like I said, or I don't think I said this, but this is a game with complete strangers, so I wasn't playing with friends or anything, so I wasn't really using my mic either. And you could tell when I'm playing with friends. When I'm playing with friends, we really do, you could hear like my other friends talk and yada yada. Do I get the dome down here? It looks like I will be able to. Oh, it's gonna be close. Yeah, I got him. You can see there, I got him. There you go. That charge shot, so good. And we'll go to work on him. He's focusing on us. He's like, man, I'm gonna get you down, Crow. And it's funny because I said in the last episode that I made of Crow, they kind of reminds me of Batman with the whole like weird older guy type look. But my good friend the Rain King said there's actually a superhero called the Crow that I have not even heard of. So I don't know. I'm not sure if he's more relatable to the superhero Crow than Batman, but I don't know. In my eyes, he's still Batman. And shout out to the Rain King. He plays Smite. If you want to go check out his channel, look at that shameless plug right there. And it looks like we're going to take down the Goliath right here. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to smash that like button down below. It helps out a great deal. Comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And like always, boys and girls, thank you so very much for watching. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. Johnny.